Emergency officials are encouraging residents to sleep with their cell phone. Down in southeast of Texas here, we have high pressure building in.
Down trees, power outages possible. We have flash flood watches in effect.
Welcome back to day 2 in search for the double digit. Day 2, guys. Welcome back to Texas. We are headed to the bait shop right now. It is 5:50 in the morning. We woke up at 5, just kind of got ready. Still completely pitch black, as you can see. We got winds up to 11 miles an hour out of the west today, which is a decent wind to have, but we're gonna be able to get out of it, find some good spots. We're gonna be fishing a lot more drop-offs and ledges today, up into the spawning areas instead of straight bed fishing as we did yesterday. But I wanna say this first and foremost. We talked about these tournament anglers that were actually staying at our place, and they are very dialed. They know their shit. The one guy won the big bass tourney last year, won 15 grand, and the new boat last year, or whatever it was. He said the four fish that I caught, most of those tournament anglers yesterday had 1 to 2 fish, and we were kind of down on ourselves for only catching 4 fish. But really, he said if this is your first time ever fishing it, he said there's some people that come to this lake 2, 3, 4 times and have never caught 1 fish out of here. This is a tough lake to fish, but it can also be rewarding with absolute giants. So there was a few people yesterday with only 1 fish, but it was like a 5 to 8 pounder they caught. So, and actually last night, me and Dan went back out. I just didn't film it last night. We just wanted to fish, have some fun. We saw an 8 pounder get caught like right next to us. So the potential for a big one is definitely there, but we're gonna be actually switching up a new tactic. I heard that a really good tactic down in Texas or down south is Carolina rigging. And I'll get into the bait maybe later on. But the one guy who told us the bait, he said he really wanted me to keep it a secret, but you guys are probably gonna see it on video. So that's what we're actually doing right now, is we're going to the bait shop to buy some Carolina rigs. I have not Carolina rigged in probably, it has to be 5 to 7 years. It's been a long time since I've thrown that bait. So hopefully we get that one giant today, but let's get it. Danny, feeling good?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough with all the boats out there today.
Oh yeah, and we have a tourney with 1,500 boats today, so I don't know. I'm looking forward to it though, are you?
Yeah.
Yes, let's go, baby. Guys, we got the juice. I think it's gonna be a good day. So what we're gonna do is shoot back now to our RV. We left the boat back there. We're gonna go rig these up, rig up our rods, get ready for the day. That tournament's actually about to start, so I'll be good at anything that we're just a little bit late to the launch, and it's still completely dark out. So, oh, by the way, check that hoodie. Look at that hoodie go.
McGrath Fishing.
Look at that, American. Or if you want, you can get one like this.
Oh, that should... Promo code DZWE.
That's not
15% off.
That's not a real promo code, guys. Don't type that in. Alright guys, this is my setup for the day. Bobber stop peg, bullet weight, red bead, this clear stopper, and then another bobber stop peg right there. And then down here to a 3/0 fluke in this color. I don't even know what this color is called. Something candy, watermelon candy maybe. This is made by Zoom. The rod I'm using, guys, is a 7-1 medium heavy fast action. The only thing that you can't do with the Carolina rig is flip. Or skip, not flip.
That one.
Nice. First fish of the day. On the Ned?
On the Ned, boy.
Nice, Dan. Little chunky. Dan's first fish of the trip, guys. Day 2.
Second.
Well, the first one was a white one. White bass. First one was a white bass?
I got hit by something.
Nice. Hold it up one more time. Nice.
Nice 1.5 pounds.
Yeah, this is really nice. Go hit spot lock on the trolling motor. It's not that big, but still net it. Oh, there we go. On the X zone, on the slammer. Once again, guys, I have the GoPro off and I catch my fish. I literally just pitched in that cut. I'll show you guys the rig in a second. All right, guys, this is what I was throwing. The X zone slammer and green pumpkin with blue flake. Bent the shit out of the hook. I just have it nose hooked. Got this nice tail right here, and he smoked it. We're gonna get a nice weight on that real quick.
I got one.
Set it now.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, we're going for a ride.
There you go. He's just about to jump. That's a big one. Come up front, dude. What are you doing? Should have came up front.
What do you mean, dude? Look what I'm going over. Look at your rod.
Dude, that doesn't matter. You gotta get up front no matter what's in your way.
Lane
Dude, you can't blame my pull for not going up.
know,
You got.
but if I would have broke that, then what?
Dude, I would let you break a rod for an 8-pounder. I'd snap your rod for an 8-pounder. That was huge, dude.
We'll be here Monday, Tuesday.
That was a giant. Like identical, how fat too. Like that thing, did you see the belly on that? That was a female. You know, you do realize though, that female will be back, right? It's definitely around here. All right, well guys, we got good news and bad news on that one. That is technically our third fish of the day, second landed. Just caught my first of the day, pretty good one too. Might be my biggest Lake Fork bass yet, but we're not sure yet. Dan's was an absolute pig. I'd definitely say minimum 6, max 6 to 8 pounds. It was really hard to tell because the only look we got at it was when it jumped and flung the hook. But what happened was Dan hooked on the back of the boat, and when it made a run up here, didn't get up here quick enough, and then he was like back there, and then once it jumped, he didn't have the leverage on it anymore. 3 pounds, 10 ounces. That's my guess.
4. Oh, let me see it. Let me see the belly. It's pushing 4. Yeah, 314.
3.7.
3.7.
Told you, dude. A nice one, dude, guys. Look at that nice fat bass. Hopefully the camera does this one justice. All right, guys, my biggest Lake Fork bass right here, 3.5 pounds, 3 pounds, 7 ounces. So this is my biggest. Dan just absolutely hooked an absolute giant 6 to 8 pounder, but we're gonna get a nice release on this guy. Look at that beauty. Let's film the release. Look at that, he's kicking. There it is, guys, my biggest Lake Fork bass. We have 2 fish landed so far. Would have been a third with an absolute tank if Dan landed that one, but you know, shit happens. There's a lot of boats around us, so I gotta keep my voice down. We're in a really good area. I feel good about this. I got my hog hunter hat on, my follow the action, use comb and grab fish. But I think this will brought me that luck, and Dan's luck too. Dan's got the merch on today. Got my smallie on. Guys, it's all about the merch. All about the merch. But all right, we need to keep casting, keep going. But both of those fish that we lost and caught right there was X Zone lures, Ned Zone, and a slammer. Here we go. All right, guys, midday update, 1:45. We finished with 2 fish and 1 3.5 pounder, pound and a half that Dan caught, being Dan's first Lake Fork bass, which was pretty cool. Had a rough day yesterday, but we're bouncing back. We're really figuring out this bite now. Dan lost like a 7 to 8 pound bass, absolute giant, lost it right at the boat too. Got it all the way up, took 1 jump, spit the hook, but it was an absolute pig. I'm hoping I got on the GoPro, I just haven't looked yet. I feel pretty good about what we're doing. I feel like we got this lake figured out. We're seeing a lot of fish. It's just the bite is just definitely off. Every boat we've talked to, they have not caught anything. In the tournament today, a 15.46 pound bass was caught, but only that 1 bass was caught, and it was most likely found on a bed from pre-fishing yesterday, because that's what a ton of the tournament guys said they were doing. Pretty much just finding beds, finding fish, yeah, scouting, just leaving it for today. So what we're gonna do right now is go get some gas to the boat, fully gas it up, and then get some food, and then head back out just in a little bit. And yeah, hopefully we have a good afternoon. This afternoon and tomorrow and the rest of the week should be a lot better. One being after the moon, the weather's been consistent and the wind's gonna die down, and all these tournament boats, the 1,500 boats, most of them are gonna be going home tonight and tomorrow. So less pressure is good, and hopefully me and Dan can capitalize on that. So I will talk to you guys when we head back out. First spot of the afternoon, new spot, uncharted territory. We have no idea where the hell we are, if there's even fish here. Dan. Giant hit. Giant hit. Dude, one big...
Leave it. Don't.
No, I should have put the hammer to it.
Can you turn it? Here, try turning it without doing it. Okay,
No.
Wait. Now try.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, guys, this is probably one of our last spots of the night. Super calm in here. This is where actually Dan hooked that 7-8 pounder. Still undetermined what it is, but it was absolutely giant, and where I caught that 4. This is by far the #1 hardest lake I've ever fished. Lake Michigan is easier to fish than this. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for a miserable day of fishing. What's pretty cool though is we are doing pretty good. I called this guide earlier because I was actually thinking about booking a guide on Lake Fork just to kind of make sure we're doing things right, finding better spots as well, just a little bit of help, I guess. But I told the guide how we were doing, and he actually said we were doing pretty much the same as him. I mean, we hooked an 8 pounder today, caught a 3.5, caught a dink. So I mean, we are catching fish, and he is saying like, if you're getting 3-4 fish a day, you're doing better than like 90% of people on the lake, because it's literally about 1 to 2 fish per day. Granted, someone did just catch a 15 pounder. That was this morning, right?
Yeah, like around like 9.
So a 15 pounder at 9 a.m. this morning. It was honestly like kind of heartbreaking watching Dan lose that fish, just because it was our first actual Texas biggin, and it just made that run up front, came off. But we're going to continue this day into tomorrow. So the next time I turn on this camera, it'll be the morning, and we are going to be trying a whole new different part of the lake tomorrow to try and just keep grinding for that one bite. Honestly, this trip is about getting big fish. Day just 7 or 9 after the dinks. But all right, I will see you guys in the morning. I'm bright and early, getting up early again to smack it. So let's get it done, and good night. Oh man, wow, that tan line's already brutal, dude. All right, guys, next morning, it was 39 degrees this morning, so we waited a little bit to launch. It is actually 8 now. We're actually gonna try a whole different cut of the lake. The goal is honestly 1 fish over 8-9 pounds. That'd be absolutely ideal. So I wanted to lead into this video today from yesterday, only because we caught some fish, but it was still rough. But again, remember, I'm reassuring myself that we are doing good. The bite is slow. There's a lot of reports of it being slow. So hopefully today's the day. Me and Dan are gonna buckle down and give it all we got. So hopefully we can make something dope happen for you guys. Hopefully the water temp isn't too destroyed from getting down in the 30s last night. All right, we're about to launch. Game time. All right, guys, first spot in the morning. I'm actually starting with this Dark Horse Tackle jerkbait. White pink little chartreuse tail right there, which is good. Hopefully, we're fishing pretty much a point, big drop off. Goes up to 2-3 feet, drops off to 30. So we're gonna try and focus on this. Good spawning area. Got cuts on both sides, and then it comes to a point that separates both cuts. When I called that guide yesterday, him saying that that's pretty much what he's been doing, about
You guys are slaying it.
one big bite and then a couple 3 or 4 a day. That's if that's how it is. I'd rather know that than think about, damn dude, we're sucking it up. All right, guys, we're kind of going through this back cut right now. Just tossed on the X-Zone Lure Slammer, and I found a fish. Looks like the male, but that means the female is around here. He's moving. I'm gonna get that right on top of him, I think. Dude, we need fish, even small ones. Yo, it's big. Oh, no, it's not. Nice. First fish of the day. Well, second, besides that. Yo, flip him in. Just flip him in. Nice. All right, guys, Dan just had one a little bit ago, and now he's got this one. Come up here.
Carolina rig.
Using that fluke. Nice little chunky one, probably about a 2-pounder. Pound and 3/4.
Yeah.
Nice. It has been a grind, guys. It is 11:48. We have one fish and a snag drum. Closing time. Dun, 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 dun. We should have bought umbrella rigs, by the way. That's stupid. Keep your rod tip up. Another fish in the boat. Let's see him. Face this way. What do you got, bud? Another one?
Another one. It's 2.
On the fluke. There it is. Kiss him goodbye. Nice. All right, guys, midday update, 1:30. Dan had 3 on today, caught 2. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go fish some islands and kind of fish like the same stuff, stay off a little bit, throw those Carolina rigs and just kind of drag them along and see if we can catch more fish doing that. I think that's probably one of the best tactics right now, at least of what we've seen. But then later on, once the afternoon and everything is hotter, a lot more fish will move back up shallow. So then we'll probably switch up later on. So for right now, next spot, here we go. Behind you, come on. Hurry, hurry. Turn it on. Take the lens cap off. Guys, we're hooked up. At least my GoPro just turned on. My GoPro was repairing a file. We came to a new spot and I literally just hooked, I think it's a giant. Is the mic on?
No idea.
Dude, top button, put in the... There, it's on. He's hung up. He's hung up. Get out of there, fish. Oh my God, dude, it's massive. Dude, it's massive.
What do you want the camera?
Keep putting the net in the water. Yes, let's go, baby. That's a tank. That's a tank. I told you. Let's go, dude. Oh my God, look at the mouth on it. Look at the mouth. Guys, check this out. The first tank. The first tank. We're gonna get a weight on this. Guys, the only thing I hate is we have the scale and I know it's a couple ounces off. It's either lighter or bigger. All depends. This says 6 pounds, 2 ounces. Cracked my first 6, guys. My first fish of the trip. Absolute beauty. A Lake Fork giant. And they even get bigger than this, but a Lake Fork giant. And this is at 2:53 p.m. We're gonna get him in the live well. He's moving, he's good. All right, guys, one last shot. 6 pounds, 2 ounces. Beautiful bass. Absolutely beautiful, guys. Look at that. We're gonna get a nice release on this guy. Look at that. Oh my God, he looks giant. And he's off. Well, guys, we are going back to the launch to grab a couple cervezas. We need some beer. We're gonna grab some chips and some food because it's 3:45 right now. Absolute tank landed, my biggest fish of the trip so far. I know they get a lot bigger out here in Texas, but a 6.2 is a great start, 6 1/4 pounds. And I honestly could not be any more happy. But I have a 3, a 3 1/2, and now a 6.2. Dan slated this morning, hats off to Dan. I couldn't get a bite this morning to save my life, but Dan was holding the team together. He caught, it wasn't like bites every cast, but they were just kind of here and there. Dan has bait at the right place, right time, and just worked it. Had his cadence keyed in. So we're gonna end this video right here. I appreciate you guys clicking on my videos day in, day out. If you guys wanna support me anymore, you guys can cop some merch like this, like that right there. We got sweatpants, shorts, other t-shirts, other hoodies. So that's gonna be it. 2 videos every single week, Tuesdays and Fridays at 5 o'clock p.m. And Dan?
We're out.
Early mornings, late night cruising, up and down the Crystal Cove and through the uneasy stream. Bass fishing, Corona drinking, we're just out here catching the American dream. Lay back, relax, McGrath fishing is all you need.